Hi lollies, this is Irina Busurina, GC Life Society, and today I have a super special guest that I was so excited about. You know why? Somehow, I don't know, through magic of Facebook, or I don't know how, through some Facebook sales group, I figured out this person exists, and I read his actually sales page on his website, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. This is so great. While other sales coaches tried to enroll me as their client for sales for twice a week, sending few stupid friends requests and bumming me with the goodies and freebies. So, and then yesterday I was like, oh, here's a cool person, and he can carry a champagne bottle and pour me champagne into my face. It's like, oh, this is him. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah, so the coolness from the inside, the coolness from the outside. And today I totally surprised him with this interview that he was like, uh-oh. Yes. So who's that?
So, yeah, that was kind of an interesting evening, at the end of the evening with champagne pouring. And it was a bit of a surprise today as well, because 7 minutes ago, I was actually sitting working, and now we're here. And so it's a bit of magic happening. So my name's Oliver, and I'm working with entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and small businesses, helping them scale, helping them get their shit together, basically. And it's really all about gaining clarity about where you want to go, and from that clarity being able to make the action steps, because we're all so good at having this massive vision, especially in this kind of world that we're in at the moment, this kind of, let's say, slightly enlightened, or at least pretending to be world.
Slightly enlightened. Everyone on the spiritual journey.
Everybody's trying to be that. And it's fantastic because everybody is looking at this massive vision. Like, yes, I know what I'm going to do, I know where I'm going to be, and it's super cool, and we're going to change the world. And
how do you change the world?
Exactly. And then what I do is I help people take that vision and break it down into shit that you can do next week. Because if you don't do anything next week, that 10-year vision is going to stay permanently 10 years away. So that's not very helpful. Not for you or for the world, right?
Yeah. So what made you actually to write this incredible sales copy that I've been laughing my ass off?
I mean, I guess part of it for me is that I know that I don't want to work with everybody.
Yeah.
Right? And a big part of marketing is actually, who do you push away? That's really important to remember. I think people don't understand that marketing has two functions. One is to attract the right people, but the other one is equally as important, to say, I don't want to work with a certain amount of people or a certain number of people, right? Wow. So it's really, really crucial.
Guys, this is golden. This is super value. So that means write your copy the way that you actually put away people who you don't want to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the thing, right?
So could you give us example, how exactly did you do that, and what did you put into your copies that
That's interesting to think about. I mean, I think when it comes down to it, if you're going to be working with somebody, you need to have the right attitude towards the people that you're working with. And
your tribe,
Yeah, exactly. And the more you put of yourself into what you're doing, your copy, your writing, everything you do, what you're automatically doing is creating that attraction and repellent effect, right? Some people are going to absolutely love a certain character, and then other people are going to go, look, I can't work with you. So the more you put your real self into it, and that means using vulnerability, being brave, taking a stand and saying, look, this is what I believe in. If you believe in the same thing, then we can work together. And if you don't believe in the same thing, then that doesn't make sense.
Then what is the point?
Then what's the point? Exactly. So I think that's the way I do it.
This is a very brilliant, authentic way, Oliver. So congrats on that. I was very impressed by reading your copy. So what's joyful right now in your life?
What's joyful right now? It's being on this roller coaster and letting go and holding on at the same time, and realizing that there's no way to control it, and the more you think that you can, the more fucked up you'll be, and just realizing that I'm going to have to step out of my comfort zone and just do shit without thinking too much about it. I think this is
Did you do cliff jumping?
No, I didn't. I wasn't here then.
Oh, you had
but I've done it before. And what's interesting about cliff jumping, I did it when I was in Hawaii at some mastermind events. And
how tall was it?
I don't know. Tall enough for me to freak out if I've been thinking about it. But that's what's interesting. What I did was I jumped twice. right? So first I jumped, and I just jumped on pure adrenaline. It's like, okay, I went up and I realized if I stop here to think, I'm not going to jump. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go up and I'm going to jump in regardless. And I did. But then I came back up again. I was like, right now I'm going to consciously jump.
What is the conscious jump?
It means that you're not doing it
Versus-
not on adrenaline, right?
Like
so
how?
I wasn't
Like slow
pushing
or
through.
what?
No, but I wasn't pushing through fear. I was saying, okay, I've already done this now. I pushed myself through without any sense of like thinking. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like break on through.
Yeah.
But then when I came back, I said, okay, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see what is it I'm jumping into, and still jump. So I was kind of breaking through the fear in the first round, and the second time I was facing up to it and going,
Yeah.
well, actually it wasn't so scary. It's more fun. So
Wow. What's a juicy life means to you?
juicy life to me is really about being completely open about everything that happens and being willing to accept it and say, do you know what, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to allow things to happen and just say, do you know what, fuck it, let's see. Let's stop thinking about whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing. It's so easy to get trapped in overthinking and you go, ah. So just vibrantly say yes to life.
Saying yes to life. So when was the last time when you said yes to life?
Well, I ended up in MVU because of that. Like 3 weeks ago, I had no plan to be in Mind Valley University, and then I was, somebody said, yeah, you need to come, and I was like, okay, fuck it, let's just do it without thinking too much about it, and then just booked tickets, booked flights, got myself a place to stay, and like just welcoming life, really.
What was your biggest fuck up?
Biggest fuck up was doing exactly that and booking it so late that I had a shitty place to stay. That's really, I wouldn't recommend doing that.
No, but like the biggest fuck up, like in
my
business,
life.
in business. Like business fuck up, yeah. You're a business coach, right? Like business fuck up in your business.
The biggest business fuck up? Okay.
As a business coach. Woohoo.
Right, okay. So,
this is fun!
So biggest fuck up was not having any idea how my cash flow was. Realizing that we had a business model that didn't sustain in the way that we were spending cash.
So how is this business model?
We were taking on clients every year.
Yeah.
So we had yearly intake. That meant that all the money that we had to spend for the next year came in one point. And then that meant that you had to be laser sharp on controlling costs and controlling like everything that's going with the money and making sure that everybody pays on time. So we didn't do either of those, and they came to a point where our business was literally, we were like 2 seconds away from being bankrupt, and it was really lucky that we managed to get it together. And from that point on, like keeping laser sharp focus on how much money is coming in, that's really, really crucial. And I think again in this kind of environment where there's a lot of fear of money going around, and then this sense that everything's going to work itself out,
Trust the universe, money
Trust
gonna
the
flow.
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
this is the biggest spiritual
well, I think
bypassing or not.
No,
So
but
what
I think it's
what
interesting.
What is your
So my take on this
Yeah.
is that it's really crucial to have like a positive view on everything and keep the energy high and all this kind of the ways that we talk about things.
Yeah.
But realize that looking at reality does not stop you from having a high energy and looking into like a positive way of life, right? I think this is really, really important to me. And one of the issues why I separated from my company, because I felt that
you separated from your company.
Yes, so now
So you
I'm
created
running
a
on my own.
company, and then you created one company, and then you left.
Yes,
Or what?
yeah, and then now I'm doing that's why I'm open to take on new clients, because basically before I was full-time for another company. But the point is that you have to be willing to look at reality and look at the dirt that's there without that dirt pulling you down. This is the real skill.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, and realize that I'm willing to look at this, but I'm also willing to say that this is not where I'm going to stay. Right? I think that's the point, that there's this fear of if I look too much at the things that are negative to me, then that will pull me down.
Yeah.
But to me, that's just having an objective realization. Look at, okay, so this is what the situation is like, and then that doesn't mean that you're planning to stay there.
Yeah.
Which means that now I know where I am, and if I'm going to move forwards,
Yeah.
like you need to know where you are in order to go to where you want to go, right?
To have full introspection,
Yeah.
of course. And knowing the nice things, having the beautiful trust, but also being real and see the numbers and see the situation and plan for things.
Exactly, yeah.
In time,
Yeah, but you cannot take the right step if you don't know where you are and where you're going. That's
Direction.
really, really it.
Yeah, that's why you need to work with business coaches, basically. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean,
yeah. Yeah, that's
Or
the
read
whole-
it, or read a ton of books, and apply
Or
what you've
yourself,
learned.
yeah,
Do it
and be on
yourself.
top of you. So you apply that.
Yes.
What is the best business books you would recommend to people to read?
I'd say Traction by Gina Wickman is probably the book that resonates the most with me.
What is the essence of that and why people should read it?
The essence of it is really, it's an operating system for running your business. So,
Operating system for running a
so
business.
it gives you the tools that you need in order to take that big vision and break it down. It's really, I think it's like my best tool book, the one I use, and when I'm implementing and working with clients, I always use this as a basis. And it helps you get massive, I mean, the point is traction, right? How do you get traction in your business?
Like customers contacting you, this is traction, or what do you mean with traction?
No, traction means essentially like when the wheels hit the ground, like when the rubber hits the road, basically, when you actually start getting, you can drive forwards. This is traction.
We have a little animal also being here with us in the interview.
He's very interested.
Yeah, he's
Very
very
curious.
business, like, this is a business flyer. He's a business flyer around us.
As long as there's a fly and not a wasp, I'm fine. It's good.
So traction to business. Which advice you're gonna give on? Look, now it's on my nose. You see. So, which advice could you give to the flies who like trying around and trying to get on the nose of other people? I mean, the businesses who are just trying to get off. There are businesses who are trying to get off the ground. And what would be like their first 3 steps to get off the ground and get going? Which steps first three steps they need to become aware of?
First 3 steps. I'd say number 1, have crystal clear clarity on where you want to be.
Where you want to be.
Yeah, but I think one way of looking at that is looking at how do you want to work. This is very, very important.
Like life design.
Yes, because essentially business is a tool for your lifestyle, not the other way around, right? So you need to think about your business as something that unless you're using your business as another job, in which case I would probably recommend just getting a job because it's easier.
Yeah.
But if you're running a business for something for yourself, then look at in the future, how do you want to live? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? And then from there, break it down. So look at like your 10-year vision or 3-year vision, doesn't really matter. Then take it down to actionable steps, like what can you do in the next 3 months? That would be the second thing. God, he loves you.
He loves my nose. Okay. Third step, I keep it on my nose for a little bit.
And then finally, I would really find somebody to keep you accountable every week.
Yeah,
and
so
make sure
mastermind or coach.
Mastermind or coach or somebody who's in a similar situation as you, and have regular weekly check-ins. Same time, same day of the week, everything. And you have an agenda and you talk about the stuff that you need to do and make sure you get it done. Because in the end, there's action always beats thinking. And we can overthink, we can think our way through everything. We think, yes, I'm analyzing this, I'm going to make sure I do the right step. But action will always beat thinking. That is what drives you forward.
Or overthinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Action, you do the action that you need to overthink because is it working or not working?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you use your intuition in your work? Or do you use your intuition in your business work?
Yes, I mean, I think that comes down to realizing that you will never know. Like, it's impossible to know 100% what is going to work or what's not going to work. And at that point, you just have to you have to trust, you have to do something. And whether you call it intuition or you call it, gut feeling, I don't really care what that thing is. But to me, it's just about being willing to be wrong as well. Like having that
accepting,
going in, but going in and saying, right, I don't know this.
Yeah.
I trust that something's going to come out of it, but I'm also willing to go in and know that I just might be wrong. It might not work.
Yeah.
I might fall on my face, but then I'll get back up again and we'll try something else.
Yeah, because with that you actually figure out what is really important for you and who you really are and what works for you and what doesn't. Yeah, so it's try and error, being perfect imperfection.
Perfectly imperfect, yeah.
Perfectly imperfect. What is yummy in your life right now? Or what would you like to have yummy in your life?
What's yummy in my life right now? That's interesting.
Or what would you like to bring as yummy in your life?
You know what was yummy in my life at the moment is I'm moving to Barcelona. Just recently moved back, and being able to just walk down to the beach and just and actually the most yummy thing with that is going to the beach in the evening and just listening to the sea. That's what I want. That's like a deep connection. That's just been reawakened last week. So that's definitely yummy.
The last message from your heart to the people, and you can tell it like here, like a little secret towards.
Okay, so my secret in this is really that just trust and just let go and surrender, because in the end control is just an illusion, and the only thing you can do is take one step forwards and just have faith, because you can always change your mind, but you can only change your mind once you've taken the first step. So the security net that you're looking for is only there when you jump. And if you don't jump, you can guarantee that you're not going to be safe, because you're going to be stuck. So jump in, know that the security net is there, but only when you jump.
That's beautiful. What is your animal sound?
My animal sound?
Yeah. Who is your spirit animal?
Wow.
And how does it sound?
I have no idea.
You know who is it?
No.
Oh, yeah, of course you know.
Really?
Close your eyes and then feel. Oh wow, who was that? Who was that?
It's a little mutt. A
Mutt?
mixed breed dog that's following me.
Ah, wow. So you see, now you know your spirit animal. That's good. That's good. And what would you like to see more in this world?
I'd like to see... what would I like to see more of? More kindness, actually. Just more kindness to other people. Just
how does it look like?
Just being generous with smiles, simple things. You know, just being nice. You know, like okay, I'll buy you coffee. It's fine. Just small. I think this is the thing, that we have a tendency to make things very big, but in the end, it's the small things that matter.
Small things.
That's what we notice. Right? Say thank you to the taxi driver, even though he's an asshole. That's sometimes very difficult.
But that's the British
Yeah,
part.
but I mean, I think that's important, just to say thank you. It's just and just be
kind.
Just be kind. Yeah,
Yeah,
be kind. And in that, be kind to yourself. That's really, really crucial.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's definitely been an issue for me. And just
how are you kind to yourself?
just allowing myself to say, you know what, that I didn't do as well today as I wanted to, and that's okay. And sometimes I have an idea that my day is going to be super productive, and it's so shit. And I go, do you know what? That's okay. It's not every day is going to be absolutely fantastic, even though I want every day to be super fantastic.
No,
It's
but
like,
it's,
okay, it's cool. We'll get there in the end. There's another day tomorrow, and being willing to let go of expectations, really.
Be willing to let go of expectations. So guys, be kind, let go of expectations, have the direction, know who is your support net, and jump without fear, right? And be yourself. So that was Oliver
Man.
Mann and Irina Busurina for the Juicy Life.
Thank you.